I grew up in Piney Flats, just about 20 miles from Tennessee Eastman, on a farm, attended Mary Hughes High School, graduated in 1944 in a class of 9. Unfortunately, almost all the boys in the class had been drafted into the Army, and I volunteered for the Navy as an aviation cadet, and fortunately was assigned to Milligan College, 12 miles from home, where they had an officer training school, one of 131 that the Navy had at colleges and universities during World War II. After spending a year at Milligan, taking college courses, which were required on my way to being an officer in the Navy, that unit was closed down. I was transferred to the University of Louisville, where they also had a Navy unit. Stayed there 3 semesters. War was over. I was discharged, came back looking for a job, was successful in getting a job at Tennessee Eastman Company as a junior engineer. I had a great career in the engineering division, designing plants, and this was at the time when we were first getting into the polyester plastic business. I had a great experience working with very capable engineers designing the processes and equipment for the polyester manufacturing. Eventually, after some 17 years really, transferred to a manufacturing operation in the acetate yarn division, where we produced acetate fibers used in clothing and also used in cigarette filters. We designed equipment and processes for that, and that turned out to be a very successful business, particularly in the filter business. Throughout that period of time, I was moved from job to job, and eventually into supervisory jobs in manufacturing, and then in about 1978, I was appointed to be president of Tennessee Eastman Company, which was a very challenging job, a very exciting job. The high point of all those jobs was the quality and capability of the wonderful people that I was privileged to work with. I served in that capacity until 1979, at which point, as the company was undergoing some reorganization, I was asked to be the senior vice president over all of the staff and other non-manufacturing functions of the company, such as accounting, payroll, human relations, and at that time we were working with the other branches of Tennessee Eastman Company that had developed through the years, at Carolina Eastman, Arkansas Eastman. We actually had a small operation in Rochester, which was famous for making vitamin E, which was part of our responsibility at that time. The most exciting project, I guess, of my career was when our research organization had come up with a process to make acetic anhydride, starting with coal. We manufactured a coal gas, which was brought about by the partial combustion of coal and gasifiers at a high pressure and high temperature. The gas that came off that was then reacted appropriately with appropriate equipment and catalysts to produce acetic anhydride, which is a major chemical used in the manufacture of a number of products that Eastman made. This was a first of its kind project, and we actually were recognized for that and given a lot of publicity and recognition of chemicals from coal first in the chemical industry at that time. It was an exciting project. We brought together technology and equipment and folks from around the world to go through this complicated process of generating the coal gas and reacting it in appropriate equipment to make acetic anhydride, which was a very major starting material for a lot of other chemicals that Eastman makes and was making at the time. The exciting thing about all these projects was the capability and dedication and cooperation of so many wonderful people at Eastman. We could do anything, at least we thought we could.